Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome, and if you're not new, thank you for coming back for another video. So in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at my high-end luxury mid-range palette collection. So if you're interested in seeing all the palettes that I have in my collection, like from Sephora and stuff, definitely stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to just hop right on into it. I have several palettes that I'm going to be showing you guys today, of course. I'm not going to be doing a lot of swatches, or at least I'm going to try not to be doing a lot of swatches. But you guys, let me know in the comment section of any of the palettes that you want to see more information on, and then I'll work on getting some videos up for you guys, alright? So this is recent to my collection, the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. This is what it looks like. And this came to me in a BoxyCharm box, the one in December. Next, new to my collection, NARS Skin Deep palette. I did a whole video on this when this recently came out this month. So my only NARS palette in the collection. Okay, recent to my collection as well, this holiday season, the Twisted... What? The Twisted? Okay. Too Faced Gingerbread palette. This is what this one looks like. I've got a whole video on this one. It still smells good. I should have just seen the video on this. This is the Marc Jacobs Frost palette. And this is what that one looks like. And then we're about to hop into some older palettes that I have in my collection. So this is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. This was a gift, or I won this in a little contest when I first started my YouTube channel. So yeah, I don't really use this at all. I probably use it like once or twice. There's really no rhyme or reason to the way that I'm doing this, is there? Well, since I just did Urban Decay, the Naked Basics, this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I did a comparison video with a Smashbox palette earlier this month, and once again, this is what this looks like. And this is one of my favorite palettes from 2018. Alright, I have a Sephora palette here. I've had this for a few years. This is the Up in Smoke palette. They're always coming out with different types of palettes, and I got this for Christmas a few years ago, and this is what it looks like. I don't really use this one anymore either, but it's still in my collection. Yeah, my parents got this for me off of my Christmas list that year, so I still have that one. This is a new palette that came to me in BoxyCharm this month. Alright, and I have not used it. Tarte Rainforest of the Sea eyeshadow palette. I've never used this. It just looks like a nice little neutral toned palette. Yeah, I think I've swatched a couple of them, but that's about it. Another BoxyCharm palette from Pure. This is the Midnight Masquerade palette here. And this is what it looks like. 6 eyeshadows and then 4 face powders, like 2 highlighters and 2 blushes. It's cute. The blushes are very nice in here, and I have not used the eyeshadows. Okay, this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. And I smile because this is the first Sephora palette that I've ever purchased. So you can see I've not used this in a couple of years. But this is a very good palette of matte neutrals. So yeah, I was really intrigued when I saw this one, and I just was like, I need to have it, I gotta have it, all those mattes. So yeah, all the mattes drew me in, and they're really nice. I just haven't reached for the palette in years. So, but I would recommend this if you're like not anti Kat Von D and you want a nice neutral matte palette. I got this for my birthday this year from somebody. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Sensuals eyeshadow palette. Still got the plastic on. So here's what it looks like. This is a palette that I would not recommend to anybody, but here I'm showing it to you anyways. I've just used this once or twice, and it's just not something that I would recommend, but it is in my it's in my collection. I still have it from, you know, the gift. Somebody gave me a gift. This is the Huda Beauty new nude palette. Definitely would recommend this. I have a video on my channel with this, and it is beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to get into some Limelight products because their eyeshadows are in that high luxury, beyond luxury price range. I I don't talk about it much on my channel, but Limelight by Alcone. This is a metallic palette that they released for holiday last year. So very nice metallic eyeshadows, nice and creamy, easy to use there. Then we've got, they have single shadows, so I put my own little palette together of neutral mattes. So that's what this is. And another little palette here. So those are all Limelight by Alcone, or Lime Life now by Alcone. So if you want more information on that, definitely let me know. I am a beauty guide with Limelight. So, alright. Oh, and one more palette. This is the Onyx palette. They had, I don't know if we still have this, but it's, you know, a little 4-pan eyeshadow palette where you can achieve like the best smoky eye. So I have this, but I've not used it, but I know the quality is there. So alright, Kevin Aquan Nude Pop, did a whole video on this one. This is also obviously the videos on my channel, and this is what the eyeshadows look like. Very pretty. Oh, another Too Faced palette. I forgot I have another Too Faced palette in here. This is the Just Peachy Mattes palette. Picked this up sometime this year. It was like on sale for like half off, so I just, you know, had to get it, especially because it's really, you know, had really great reviews and it is very high quality. I like this palette a lot. I don't know if I should include this, but this is a little Buxom single shadow. This is the only single shadow that I have that's like, you know, high-end. I think this came with a little like Sephora perk or something like that. So alright, next, Viseart. So this is the first Viseart palette I have. This is the Viseart Petite Pro 2, or Pro 3. Alright, so here's this, and this is what it looks like. Super mini, tiny eyeshadows. 8 tiny little eyeshadows. And I was not too impressed by the metallics or the shimmers in this palette, so I've only used it like a couple of times, but yeah, I don't know if I would recommend this. I would not recommend this. There, I would not recommend it. The mattes were good, but I got this so that I could try the metallics and the mattes, and the metallics don't work as I expected them to. So yeah, but this is still in my collection. Okay, and then at Christmas time I picked up 2 of their little matte palettes, you know, the ones that everybody raves about. So this is the Cool Mattes 2. And so this is a very, you know, obviously cool toned palette. We've got some, you know, purples, blues, grayish, dark gray black tones, and then some brownish tones there. So I did use that over Christmas break. And, these are good, very good, highly pigmented, but you know, you can build them up, you know, and everything blends really nicely. I like these. The Dark Matte palette by Viseart. Here this is. Let me open it for you. And there you go. So some nice rich tones in this palette in different colors. And of course, I mean not of course, but this one works very nicely as well. So yeah, I would recommend these. Not that little petite thing, but these are good. Now we're going to get into ABH. There's only a couple brands that I like really get all their palettes. ABH, I won't say I get all of them, but I've got 4. So she's, of all my makeup palettes or eyeshadow palettes, she's the brand that I typically pick up whenever she releases. So of course we have the Soft Glam palette. This is in my January makeup haul, and so this is that palette. Beautiful, 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 very everyday friendly. Then we have the Modern Renaissance. This is the first one I picked up from ABH. Very pretty color scheme, easy to use, and you know, highly pigmented and creamy metallics, all that. And as you can see, I hit pan on one shade, Raw Sienna, but this is a great palette. But it has a similar color scheme to the Violet Boss. I'm not saying similar quality. I can't say that at all, but, and I won't say that, but similar, you know, very similar color scheme. Very similar. Then we have the ABH Subculture. I picked it up despite the reviews, but I did see some reviews saying that it was good and, you know, giving tips on how to work with it. So I was like, okay, let me give it a try. So I was just like, all these like teals and stuff like that. I like this palette. I mean, it takes some finessing to make it work, but I do like it. Then, of course, the ABH Sultry. I have a video on my channel. I think I did a 5-in-1 review on this palette. This is so pretty. Very cool toned, at least on me. Some people are saying that it's not that cool, but I think it's cool. Very nice. Full video on the channel. Definitely check it out. Next, we have Natasha Denona. Alright, I picked up a mini. This is the mini Sunset palette. I think this is the worst reviewed Natasha Denona palette, but I wanted to try a mini and I picked this up. I've only used it a couple times. It's okay. It's nothing to write home about though. Okay. Then we've got the Natasha Denona de Gold. The Natasha Denona Gold palette. Okay. This is beautiful and I am a fan. Okay, I do have a 5-in-1 video on this, or a 4-in-1, one of those. Multiple looks in one video on this palette. Definitely check it out on the channel. I think it's a really nice palette. There are so many different textures in here, so many different undertones of gold, and you can get a lot done with this palette, I think. So this is my first palette from her, period. So, yeah, great. Then we have the Natasha Denona Lila palette. I did a makeup playtime with this. This is so beautiful. This is so pretty. This is such a pretty palette. Very pretty. And you can use it for some everyday looks. And if you want, I can do a little series. I'm serious. Y'all just let me know, okay? Alright. And so now we're going to hit Pat McGrath. I'm going to start with the minis. So this is the first mini that I picked up from her. I won't say these are mini, abbreviated palettes. This is a 6-pan palette, the La Vie en Rose. I did not save the little plastic insert. I wasn't thinking about that when I picked up this palette. I got a Facebook advertisement with a coupon code. So I picked it up, and then that's what started the whole Pat McGrath train this summer. So this is a really nice palette. It's not everyday. It's not an everyday palette at all, which is why I'm surprised that this is kind of this was my first palette that I picked up, but it's very pretty, and of course the shades perform very nicely. So the next one that I picked up is the Sublime one, Bronze Ambition. So these are all supposed to be like sister palettes to the bigger versions of them. So this is the Bronze Ambition, like abbreviated palette, and this is the most everyday friendly palette out of all of them, I think. There aren't any transformer shades in these abbreviated palettes. These are just more of, you know, you get some mattes and some of her the very nice like metallic formula that she does. I picked up the Platinum Bronze abbreviated one. Mothership Subliminal. This is a Platinum Bronze. Picked this up during her Black Friday sale when she was doing like 20 or 25% off, something like that. I saved the little insert for this one. I didn't have it for the green one either. Oh, this is, and I think this is kind of everyday friendly as well. It just depends on your color scheme that you want to go for. This is a little bit cooler. It's not super cool. My favorite shade is right here. This beautiful like lavender slates color is just really different. I don't have anything in my collection that is similar to this color. Not that I can remember right off the top of my head. Next we have, of the abbreviated palettes, we have the Mothership Subversive Metamorphosis palette. So this is an all shimmer. This is the all shimmer one that she came out with in her Opulence collection. And yeah, this is a nice palette, very nice formulas, very nice. If you have a companion palette you can put with it, then yeah, you'll be good to go. Those metallics are very nice. They perform very nicely. This is the Bronze Temptation palette from the Opulence collection. And I have a video on each of these three that I'm going through right now. So I have a video on Metamorphosis. I have a video on the Bronze Temptation palette, which is right here. This is very nice. It's really Christmassy. I mean, it seems Christmassy because of the red shade here and the green shade here. I think these are both, well, no, this one is a duochrome and that one is a duochrome here. So we've got the two duochromes there. So yeah. And then we have my favorite of the Opulence collection, which is the Dark Star. This one is very, very nice. We've got some cool tones in there, a couple, yeah, some cool tones, and then this one is more of a warm like gold and stuff, but this is very pretty. I like the gray and the black in there. You can do a nice smoky eye. This purple is very pretty, very rich and dark, so it's just, it's good, okay? It's really good. And then the packaging of these is really pretty. She puts a lot of effort into her packaging. So those are all the minis that she has and that she has released, and I have all 6 of them. Okay, so now into the full-sized motherships. That is the mothership. This is the Mothership 3 Subversive palette. I just used this in my makeup playtime that I recently released on the channel. And of course, if you haven't seen the packaging, here's what it is. It's all fingerprinty because of my usage of it, but it's a beautiful palette. And then here are the shades. Very pretty, very pretty. So the Transformer shades that I was talking about that the abbreviated palettes don't have, that's these on the end. And then you get all the like some of the glittery shades like this one and stuff that have like a lot of sparkle to them. You may not see those in the Mothership palette. You really won't see those in the Mothership abbreviated Mothership palettes. You only get those if you get the full-sized palettes. And again, y'all, let me know if you want to see some looks, okay? Because I will bring them. I will bring them. I have no problem with playing with these palettes. They're so pretty. All right, then we have the one she just released for Christmas time or holiday, 2018, and this is the Bronze Seduction. Because she's got like Bronze Ambition, Platinum Bronze, Bronze Temptation, like, so it's a lot of bronze going on up in these palette names, so pardon me. Bronze Seduction. This is the Mothership 5. These beautiful shades. Very warm toned palette. Instead of a black, we have a nice rich dark purple shade, and then once again we've got, of course, the transforming like topper shades there. Yeah, this is a very pretty palette. I've got 2 looks on my channel with this palette. First impressions video on it, and then I did a New Year's look with this palette. Okay, so now we have the Mothership 2. Alright, Mothership 2. And that is this here. So, if you recall, like I said, these are the small ones are abbreviated versions of the big ones. So they have similar packaging for the first 3 abbreviated palettes that she came out with. This is the Mothership 2 Sublime once again. And here is the inside of that palette. Wow. Yeah, guys, that's that. Alright guys, so that's it. Those are my high-end luxury eyeshadow palettes that I have in my collection. And if you are interested in seeing a video on any of those palettes, if you want more information like a review, a quick rundown or something, some makeup tutorials, eyeshadow tutorials, definitely let me know. I'll be happy to film those for you guys, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. What palettes do you have in your collection? Do you have any of the same ones I have? What do you think? Let me know, okay? And I'll be talking to you guys really soon. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from me. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. I will be filming a video on my more affordable palettes, the affordable palettes that I have in my collection. That will probably be a longer video. As I was going through this, I saw just how many affordable palettes that I have in my collection. It's a lot, okay? So stay tuned for that, and once again, let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and I will be talking to you guys really, really soon. See ya.